been elected. Pursuant to Clause 12, the total number of votes cast is 432, of which the Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 200 votes. The Honorable Hakeem Jeffries of the state of New York has received 212 votes. The Honorable Kevin McCarthy of the state of California has received 6 votes. Lee Zeldin of the state of New York has received 3. The Honorable Steve Scalise of the state of Louisiana has received 7. The Honorable Mike Garcia of the state of California has received 1. The Honorable Tom Emmer of the state of Minnesota has received 1. The Honorable Tom Cole of the state of Oklahoma has received 1. The Honorable Thomas Massey of the state of Kentucky has received 1. No person having received a majority of the whole number of votes cast by surname, a speaker has not been elected. Pursuant to Clause 12A of Rule 1, the chair declares the House in recess subject to the call of the chair.
So they're in recess right now. Apparently, someone called, I think it was Jim Jordan. What was his name? So you hear it right there before the end, right? Listen up.
In their tally, which the Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 200 votes, 32, of which the tellers agree in their tallies that the total number of votes cast is 432, of which the Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 200 votes. The Honorable
Jim Jordan, 200 votes.
Hakeem Jeffries of the state of New York has received 212 votes.
212.
The Honorable Kevin McCarthy of the state of California has received 6 votes. Lee Zeldin of the state of New York has received 3. The Honorable Steve Scalise of the state.
Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan has the majority right now. As you just saw before, well, I'm a little bit late, but I mean, I could sit there and watch, or you guys want to go back and watch. I mean, it's all just voting, really. They start off by talking. These are the different representatives. They give off their talks. It's all hoax kind of things here, and then they give out the votes. Jim Jordan, 213, 30 something, I don't know, votes. At least he has the majority. However, because there is not a majority yet, they've called for a recess subject to the call of the chair. So right now we don't have a speaker. However, if Jim Jordan, I don't know who Jim Jordan is. Who the fuck is Jim Jordan? That's that guy. Okay. Right. Right, okay. U.S. Republican nominee Jim Jordan, or Jordan, known as a Ukraine aid skepticus. Hakeem Jeffries is one of the... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. He was the one who got elected. I'm so sorry. Now, he's the one with the majority votes, right? For now. Wrestling champion from Ohio
House
Republic.
in recess subject to the call.
Really? He's fucking wrestling now?
The House will come to order. Of which the Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 200 votes. The Honorable Hakeem Jeffries of the state of New York has received 212 votes.
212, right? So 212. Who's Hakeem Jeffries? Who? You search that guy up, because I really don't know about who these guys are. He is a black man. Okay. Well, not that that's important. I just wanted to point that out. For some people, this. Is he pro-Ukraine or is he not? We will stand behind Ukraine until victory. Leader Jeffries will stand behind Ukraine until victory is won. So he's pro-Ukrainian. They're going to have one more vote day? Okay. Well, at least leader what's his name? Hakeem Jeffries. Had until McCarthy made some backroom deals to get votes. Right, so he's dirty. I mean, we will stand behind Ukraine until victory is won. He is pro-Ukrainian he's actually met Zelensky. I have no other idea who he is. I have no idea who he is. I mean, I've never heard about him. He has met Zelensky. Oh, sorry. Oh, this one's on the wrong one. Sorry, just gonna change that real quick. I guess I can't do that without showing you. Fuck it. Just gonna do it anyways. There we go. Yeah, so he's met with Zelensky. That's him and Zelensky, but apparently he's dirty, right? So he's dirty. Well, okay. Well, at least right now. Yeah, I have Hakeem and the gym. Well, fair enough. I mean, let's hope then, right? Let's hope. I mean, they're in a fucking recess right now. Are they gonna be in recess until tomorrow? So they're not gonna be in a recess. So they're not gonna be back today. Are they gonna be back today? Because that's what I want to know. For Ukraine, yeah, right, yeah. I mean, he's very pro-Ukrainian, it appears. But yeah. Fair enough, guys. Fair enough. You know what I can't wait for today? I can't wait to show you the videos with the ATACMS that's in Ukraine. I can't wait to show you the ATACMS that's in Ukraine. One more vote? I think they vote again today. One more vote? Oh, one more. Okay. Well, you guys, you're the Americans. Let's just give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Oh, that's it. No. We'll just look at it. Okay. Oh, no. What's that? What is that? Uh-oh. You know what they call this? You know what they call it? They say good things come to those who wait. No, I can't show you anymore. I can't. Not now. You get it later. Don't worry. You'll get it later. And also, we're going to talk about, they call it the anti-commie. And also, let's just check it out here. So, today, there has been a significant event occurring. I will call the doomsday. I'll pay you next week. You'll pay me? You watch it? You want to see it? All right. You know what? Sneak peek, right? But let's just say that this right here is gonna say 8 tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna give you. That right there and that right there might be different numbers tomorrow. because they went kaboom. All right. Well, all right. Okay. All right. Well, let's. Yeah. Attack him, attack him. Woo. Yeah, so here's the list for you guys. 9 helicopters of various modification, special equipment located at the airfield system launchers, an ammunition depot, and an airfield runways were damaged. So Ukraine has had the attack him for how many days? 1 day. Pretty much 1 day. And the Ukrainians have managed in 1 day to destroy 9 helicopters land based at an airfield they couldn't previously get to, but they can now. You know what ammunition they've been given? I'll tell you what ammunition they've been given. They've been given the ultimate ATACMS missiles. They've been given cluster ammunition with a range of 300 kilometers. And that they're using that they're using that for a lot of kinky stuff. Get what I'm saying? They're using that for a lot of kinky stuff. A lot of kinky stuff. Ooh. No, I'm still making news here in the background. So I tell you what, we'll just leave this up for now. I don't have yeah. Because no matter what, I tell you what, this is quite important. This is quite important. Because the reason why it's quite important, because it's gonna be the future for Ukraine. Meaning who they're picking. I mean, we hope that they're gonna pick that Hakim guy, out of the bases, that he's very pro-Ukrainian. However, if they pick Jim Jordan, they're very close to each other. They're 13 votes away from each other. So, unless of course that sways and Jim Jordan gets elected, could that be an end for the aid for Ukraine? I can't say with certainty, but it certainly seems likely. Pentagon briefing question on Israel guys were met with, I don't know. Yeah. And I told you it was going to happen, which they do that every time. It's the exact same thing every time. They never change. You think they change. They will give you an answer and all that. I think the reason why, and I'll be honest with you, I don't even think the Israeli knows who did it yet. I'm actually serious right now. The Israelis are actually investigating it themselves. I don't think the Israelis knows what happened. So it questions my questioning right now to all of them is, was it even them? Because if it wasn't, who the fuck was it? And if it was in fact Hamas, because there has been some speculation, because the hospital is Baptist Christian. It's actually, I think it was Christian or something like that. Or it was a different religion or something. I don't know. It didn't fit into their image. And therefore, it could have been some sort of religious attack from the Hamas soldiers or terrorists. And therefore, we're a bit skeptical, right? That put me on it not being Israel. The thing is, Israel has a lot of precision. They're really good at precision striking. The only thing that came out from a Israeli spokesperson from the army was that they had warned to evacuate the hospital. However, I don't think the Israelis would ruin their reputation, and not only their reputation, but their world image, global image, to do such things like that. However, people have been asking, do you think the U.S. would drop any aid? And to be honest with you, no. Israel is too important. Is the White House going to sweep this under the rug? And are they not going to talk about it? Absolutely. Because the White House, when you think about them doing these dirty deeds, right? People talk about them being dirty. Sometimes, in the interest of a country, you have to play a little dirty. Now, we don't want, of course, if it was Israel, I'd very much like them to, call on Israel to say, if such things were to happen, again, it is not acceptable. However, we have to admit that this is what's occurring. Oh, it's I just wanted to show you something. It's just it's a rocket, and it's fired from something. What do you guys think that's fired from? It's something very nice. It starts with an A, and then it flies into the sky. Now, the reason why people actually were talking about this being ATACMS, people were actually doubting the ATACMS effects. However, people noticed the flight path. These ATACMS, they have this special flight path because they're mounted in a certain way. It's HIMARS. No, that right there is ATACMS. The reason why I know that is because it was uploaded by Null Reports. Footage of ATACMS launchers in Ukraine. Russian position shared by Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of Ukraine. So that's ATACMS right there. Now, because they're mounted in a certain way, right? And they can't stand vertically, so they're fired off in a what? ATACMS is fired from a HIMARS? What? ATACMS is a rocket launcher system, not a rocket. HIMARS and Is it? Now I'm confused. Now see, now you're making me confused. No, wait, no, I know. ATACMS is a... Because this is a HIMARS. Well, these are HIMARS. Alright, there's a HIMAR. Right? And then you have... I know this. You don't confuse me like this, man. So you got... Look at this. So you got that right there is ATACMS. I think, yeah. And then that right there is HIMARS. And that right there is it's a kind of similar system. It's a very similar system. They just look a bit different. That right there. That right there. You see, they're quite different. They're quite different, as you can see. these guys, they fire off one system. They have these giant rockets compared to the HIMARS that have, smaller rocket launch systems. Those are HIMARS right there. You got the ATACMS. Those are big rockets. Now, there are two different launch systems. They just have bigger bombs. No, Evie, the ATACMS is not a missile. It's a missile launching system. The U.S. decision to send ATACMS, which stands for Army Tactical Missile System, has been long in the making. Ukrainian police says that the missiles were essential into its war plan, giving it the range for needed to strike targets. Well, it doesn't change the factor. Well, Evie, it doesn't change the factor that the HIMARS and the ATACMS is two different systems. You couldn't put a HIMARS rocket. Well, I mean, yeah. What is... Well, Evie, if it was shot from a HIMARS, why would Ukraine wait for a different system to get into Ukraine to shoot a missile that they already had the system for? You're not making any sense. Why would Ukraine wait for a different system to launch a rocket that is of a system they already had?
The ATACMS is getting...
The ATACMS, Army
Why would Ukraine ask for ATACMS then? They're two different... They're two very different systems. Because one has a long range and the other one doesn't. Yeah, what are you saying to me, Evie? Do you think I don't know that they have more range and power? This is fucking...
Hello?
Here you have it. They're coming in, right? There you go. What's that rolling in there? ATACMS. Why would they deliver a different system of HIMARS if they already had HIMARS? Is it a modified version of the HIMARS? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I'm just saying. That right there. Look at that. That right there is not... I mean, listen. This one right here is not fitting inside a fucking HIMARS. It's a different kind of system. But yes, I mean, if you can fit it to a HIMARS, that's true. But they're two different systems. And you don't fit it because if they already had it, they'd just deliver the missiles and tell them to fire on that. I mean, yes, I know. Listen, but they're two different systems. They're not. Yeah, but buddy. They're the same type of vehicle, that's true. I'm not saying that they're not the same. I'm saying that they're two different systems. You're saying it's the same. I'm saying it's two different systems. It's the same vehicle, that's true. I'm saying there are two different systems because you're not going to fit a normal HIMARS into a HIMARS system. The rockets they fire is much, much smaller. You think, I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying we're not going to fit the same in. Well, it does mean a different launcher because they're not going to fit inside the you know, they have to modify the whole thing to actually fit those things inside of it. They're two different kind of fucking systems. Yeah, they can launch systems for the attack that they already got. That's not what I'm not saying that they can't. I'm saying that they can't launch it from what they have set into already being able to launch. What they're putting in now, because it's a much larger rocket. You got it right there. I know it's the same system, but there's two different. Some of them look different. This one is not the same as the HIMARS. Those ones are not the same as what a U.S. attackers could bring to the Korean counteroffensive. Now, I'm saying, I know they're missiles. I'm just saying that they're two different systems. That right there, now that is HIMARS, but they are two different systems. The one they have, and I agree. They look very similar. Now, I mean, yes, they're HIMARS. Now you can see that one, for example. It's not the one they've been given, but there are two different systems. Now, granted, I don't know if this is one they've been given. That's fair enough. I don't know if this is one that's been given, but there are two different systems. The one they have, the HIMARS they have, that's kind of rounded on the edge right there. Now, the ones they have are much smaller. Therefore, you know, this one, you can see, definitely can fit two of them inside of it. Now, I thought that if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, I thought they got that one. But apparently they didn't get this one. Apparently they have a HIMARS that they have to strip everything out of and then put a different kind of thing into it. So they didn't get two different launcher systems. They got one launcher system then. Fair enough. Where? But it doesn't change the fact that they're two different systems. I'm not saying they can't be fired from the same. I'm saying that they're two different systems. I'm not saying that they can't be fired from the same. I'm saying two different systems because they are two different systems. And the ones you fire with HIMARS are two different. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You can fire, but I thought that they were given the bigger one, which is the one where you could fire 2 of them at once. The big boys. Nah, but I guess... No, but it's right. I mean, I'm just saying, I thought they were given the big one, but apparently they weren't. Didn't say it in the video I was showing, but apparently I'm wrong then. I don't know. I thought they were given the big one because I didn't see the reason why they were given the small one, but apparently not. Well, not the rocket isn't small. I just thought that they were given the one with 2 launching systems in one. The big boy. The one I thought they called the ATACMS. Because I thought that the one they were given is the gun that is the one that they were called the ATACMS. The one that the big one. You know, the one with 2 launcher systems, not the one where you could fit it to a fucking HIMARS. Because I thought they were gonna keep it different from each other. But apparently I'm wrong then. Alright, fair enough. Well, I'm not right all the time. I just didn't see the reason why they would show a video. I just didn't see the reason why they would show a video of a HIMARS, of a, what I thought was the ATACMS system coming in, the big boy, the one with 2 launching system, not the one. So what they were giving them, what's a modified version. Let's be honest here. It's the modified version, because the ones that you have with the HIMARS, the normal one, they can't fire. Well, I guess the normal ones can, but the one inside of it, you know, the rockets they normally fire off, they would have to take that out and put the new one in. I mean, that's not wrong. I mean, they were given one that was modified to be able to take that. Well, not modified in the sense, yeah. Well, that's still modifying. It's still modifying. So, partly right. I was still saying, I said they were modified, so partly right. Different ammunition cartridges. So, partly right. Okay, granted, I may have thought that there were 2 different systems, because I thought that there was 2 different systems, the ones that could fire 2 rockets at a time. But, alright, granted, I thought that they were given the one with 2 missile launchers. I didn't think they were given the one where you would have to, yeah, launch it with 2. Okay. Well, can't be right all the time. Damn it, dude. I thought they were given the one. Okay, fucking doesn't matter, but I thought they were given the one with the big, with the 2 rockets. I thought they would begin to get the big one with with 2 rocket launchers. So I didn't think they were being given just a different. Well, I guess again, bottom line, as you said, is yeah. Bottom line is they have been given the whatever.
With a highly successful operational test. Members of the 6th Battalion, 27th Field Artillery from Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Now that's what they did with the video here. So, granted, whether or not it's 2 different systems, that's still up to debate. We'll still debate it. No, it's okay. 2 different, a modified HIMARS system. Let's put it at that. It's a modified with different ammo cartridges, different ammo modifications. If I don't get the big one, doesn't matter. However, I want to show you exactly what they were put inside of that.
Points the missile at
This
the
one right here, not exactly this one. It might look a bit different nowadays. I'm not sure. This video looks a bit older, but it is 300 kilometers. Well, missile system itself. Shut the fuck up, Evie. No. You got enough, man. Shut the fuck up. Okay? You already won. Okay? Are you proud? You already won. Okay? Yeah, I'm wrong. Yeah, you won. Okay? You won. Ugh. Okay. Okay. By the way, I was being sarcastic. I wasn't telling you to shut up. I mean, I was just being sarcastic. I wasn't. That was just for fun. Don't worry. But if you mention it again, I'll tell. No.
Spins the missile and dispenses the payload of...
No, but listen. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Okay? Regardless what it is. By the way, Evie, you're right. It was. Blah, 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 whatever. This is what they've been given inside of it.
bomblets over the target.
Look at
The
that.
development program was completed in the summer
I want to show you
of
one thing that they were firing at.
1989
What do you think that is?
with a highly successful
Look at that. That looks like what that looks like is some kind of version that the Americans built. They look like a fucking that looks like the S300, S400 system. Look at that. So the Americans, because back then they weren't afraid to show off to the Russians just how much they could destroy their systems.
1989 with
Right.
a highly successful operational test.
Look at that.
Members of the 6th
I might be wrong
Battalion,
again.
27th Field Artillery
EV, am I
from
wrong
Fort
again?
Sill,
I'm not
Oklahoma,
gonna lie.
fired several missiles at simulated enemy target complexes at White
No,
Sands.
simulated enemy army complexes. This probably looks like that
The
looked like
operational
a
test was a success, and
Right.
the training and lessons learned would soon prove invaluable.
oh my god. I mean, it's just wonderful.
Points the missile at the
Wonderful work, all right? Okay. Well, I guess what they were trying to do was make an S400, S300 system, but they probably didn't have the, exact way how it looked, so they built something that looked... Oh, Freddy, how you doing? They built something that looked something like it, and then they tested it. Because back then, the Americans weren't afraid to... So, should we dub the EVC EVC will dub you the weapons expert. So from now on, if I am ever in doubt of anything, I'll ask you. I'll ask you what it is. Usually, I know what it is, but I thought that they were two different systems. Because the reason why I thought that, and I'm not getting into it again. I know. I'm obsessive, but listen to me. The reason why I thought that was because I thought I heard Biden say that they were going to be given another system. Please, I'm no expert. I'm only kind of an expert. You know those people that call themselves experts? Yeah, I hate those people. You know why? Because they're not fucking experts. They're not experts. They just act like they are. What did you take? Oh, I took a online course online, and therefore I am now what appears to be the best of scientific, and I will give you everything you need. Just exactly what I am trying to build, or whatever. And they come up with some bullshit idea of how, like, you ever seen those you see those ads online, or like when but they get those people on the news and they go, what should we do? And this guy's like, oh, well, I have I've been taking karate lessons online. So you would say that you're an expert in karate, 86, because obviously taking lessons online nowadays classifies you as a fucking expert. Okay. So there has been videos. Now I will say I will cover. Now tonight, obviously, we're gonna cover the hospital massacre. Now you might be aware of what I'm talking about. The situation that occurred just a few hours, days ago. Now, you might have heard of it, and you might think that's terrible. Now, I've talked a little bit about it before here, but we'll go into it again. There has been statements released that the Israeli forces does not know if they did it. Nobody actually knows who did it. We're still blaming it. I'm still personally blaming it on Hamas. It seems like a very Hamas thing to do. Therefore, I'm still doing, sort of a Hamas blaming thing. But that's all I know. Can I, be honest with you guys for a second? Fuck Aragon. Can I be completely honest with you guys? Just for a second. Fuck Aragon. Fuck his policies and fuck him. You know why? Because this motherfucker, every time something in the world happens and it goes against the Western ideology, he goes, oh, how dare you, how dare you, how dare you. He's like the Turkish version of Greta Thunberg. And he keeps going, how dare you, how dare you. And every time we then have some kind of peace, right? He goes, oh, can I be part of EU? Can I be part of the EU? Can I be part of the EU? And it's just annoying as fuck. It's annoying. Attacked by ISIS on 3 Swedes. Yeah, Belgium yesterday, not stranger explosions on Gaza. In class with the Russian party from Russia. Yeah, yeah. I don't have much for you in that Brussels situation there. I'll be honest with you, that Brussels situation caught me offhand there, but there was a statement released by the guy, the shooter himself. Now, the man is dead. There's no more to it, guys. The man has ceased to exist. He is dead. He was shot by police. I've got the video of it. Well, not, the video of him getting shot, but the aftermath where you could see all the police cars and all that around him. Now, yes, there has been killings of, I think, some Swedish. We got the news on that as well. I think they're down here somewhere. The Belgian police are shot. No, Putin, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, and there's another traitor within our midst, guys. There's a traitor within our midst. There's a traitor within our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what his name is? His name shall forever be remembered as to be a traitor of a grandiose cause. His name is Orbán. Orbán, the Hungarian or Slovak, whatever, guy. Putin met with Orbán in Beijing. Orbán said he's trying to save whatever he can, and that Hungary never wanted to oppose. Wanted to oppose Russia. On the contrary, it's planned to expand contacts. I don't know what else he's trying to expand there, but it seems, he seems nervous. What did you do to him? What's the tea called? Oh yeah, sir. Oh yeah, that's a lot of. Here you have it. This is the traitor football fans killed. Yeah, I heard about that. This is the traitor within our midst. That right there is our Hungarian PM, Prime Minister, President, whatever the name is. There you have it. What is that? You say to me? Traitor? Yes. What a fucking traitor. You know why he's a traitor? Because he's part of NATO. if you're part of NATO, there's a no-go talking with Putin. So here's my proposal to the fucking nutless UN NATO Council. Kick this motherfucker out your fucking organization. Because he does not deserve the position. Am I wrong? No, but I'm just asking. Am I wrong here? Because I think it's very, very clear that he does not deserve the position within NATO, as he's become a pretty much, you know, he's become a traitor. I mean, I don't know how to put it. He's a traitor, right? I don't know how else to put it. I'll be honest with you. So any of you guys know when this meeting is going to be called? Because I'm just waiting. Because, listen, I'm sorry, okay? I'm a little on the edge. Am I on the edge? Yeah. I don't know why I am. Today, a lot of stuff is happening. A lot of stuff has been happening to me, and I'm not. Belgium large-scale producer. Hey. Yeah, he's right. He's right, though. Yeah. A man within his not necessarily right to June. What? German? What? What? What are you saying to me? What the fuck is happening right now? That sounds... What do you mean? What? What is going on there? What the fuck is... Oh, I'm in German. Oh, sorry. Sorry. We just had some chance. I just got... Following an analyzed by IDF operational footage, a barrage of rockets was launched towards Israel, which passed in the vicinity of the hospital when it was hit. According to intelligence information from a number of sources, we have Islamic Jihad terrorist organization is responsible for failed rocket launch that hit the hospital. I believe that this could be true. The reason why I believe this could be true is because it was just reported by none other than these guys right here, which the Israeli Defense Force. So yeah. So I believe that I was right. That felt good because I was wrong before. Intel crap. Oh shit. What? Oh, bullshit. Oh no. Really? Is this true? Is that that's the German Chancellor? That's the German Chancellor. So they're saying, this is an intel crap, German Chancellor Scholz lying on the runway during recent rocket attack on Israel. Not dead, but he's lying on the runway. Rockets were fired right as they got off there. I don't know who it is. It's probably the one that everybody is laying around because I'd imagine that he's the most protected one. That guy? I can't even see him. I can't see that. Watch. You have questions? Well, I don't have much answers when it comes to those terrorist attacks. I'll be honest with you. I don't wish you pay attention to them. Not that I don't want to pay attention to it, of course, but the factor is that I simply think I simply think that it's ridiculous. I think it's something that should have been avoided. However, it couldn't have been avoided, but yeah. Emirates flight has landed in Manchester Airport in UK. Police surrounded the plane following bomb threat. What the fuck? Hello? What are you doing? Yes. Turn.
There's a controlled explosion going on out on the runway at the moment. No, it's 521.
There's not. This. Okay. Hospital bombing? Oh, the hospital bombing. Right. As far as I know, it was Hamas.
Dubai flight. Yeah, they're waiting for it to be released. Full stop. There's a
A bomb on a goddamn plane. I can't believe the world has come to this. World around jihad. Jihad. Seems IDF reports correct. Yeah. I mean, the Israeli Defense Force has tweeted that they believe it's Hamas. I can't give you any more than that. Well, it appears that Scholz and his accompanying team came under a missile threat while departing from Israel, Tel Aviv, and had to wait lying on the runway. However, I think he's unscathed. I think he's fine. The problem for Scholz is that he doesn't like asphalt because he's fallen on something before and it hurt his face. No. Joe Biden, the man, the myth, the legend. No. Landed in Israel today. Sorry. And he immediately looked confused. He came in, started talking to people, and then immediately he was shown where to walk to, immediately started looking confused. So, you know, good old Biden. Good old Joe Biden. The man, the myth. The man who... A hostess with the mostest. The legend of the legends. By the way, I'm a bit sad that I wasn't live yesterday, because yesterday was, sorry, not yesterday, 2 days ago. It's 602 days since the war started. 2 days ago. 600 days. It was on the event horizon there. So we are... I'm a little sad because I wanted to actually show you that, but, well, talk about that. Yeah. Saudi Arabia says that Israel's strike on Al-Hilal Baptist Hospital in Gaza is a heinous crime. So this could be... Now, there's also been additional reports here that came out today. You know what? I guess we can just go through it all. The Israel Defense Forces spokesman Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari says Israel verifying reports of the strike in the hospital of Gaza. Hagari says he does not have all the information yet. On further details will be provided when possible. He says he does not know if the blast, reportedly causing hundreds of casualties with Israeli strikes. There are a lot of airstrikes, a lot of failed rockets, and a lot of fake reports by Hamas. Times of Israel quoted Admiral Hagari as saying Palestine President Mahmoud Abbas has declared 3 days of mourning for the victims of the strike on the hospitals in Gaza Strip. Wafa reported. Right. Palestine says the Israel hit at hospital in Gaza where hundreds were sheltering. Sources say there is a mass casualty situation. We were told between 600 and 900. Yeah. Boring. I looked up that. All right. Well, Desire, thank you. I think he was all right. I think he got, well, spooked. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think he got spooked, but I don't think it's, I don't think anything serious of it. I think we're all right. So Israeli spokesman has warned that 500 to 900 deaths. So that's also the thing. The White House has been discussing the possibility of using military forces if Hezbollah joins the war in Gaza and attacks Israel with its huge arsenal of rockets. Yeah. So Hezbollah, right, has 130,000 rockets. It's been stocking up. A senior Hamas official told NBC News that the group is willing to release all civilian hostages in 1 hour if Israel stops its bombing of Gaza. It was just reported, I retweeted as well, that if Hamas stops the bombing of Gaza within, I think we're nearing the hour now, which I haven't heard anything else of, that it could be possible that they're so yeah. Also, in our news, Israel National Security headquarters tells Israel's in Turkey to leave the country immediately. Israel National Security Headquarters also tells Israelis in Morocco to take increased repercussions. Now, that's not because they're about to go to war with Turkey. That's because that's because increased hate and anti-Semitism events has taken place across the world that has warranted the Israelis to start thinking about a more safe approach, I could put it. Yeah. I've been thinking a little bit. It's not that I don't like doing news like this, but I have been thinking that maybe there's other ways of doing it, I would very much like to be on the scene kind of news. But that would mean going to Ukraine, and I don't think going to Ukraine is on my list of to-do things. However much I actually do want to go to Ukraine, I have it on. I'm a little skeptical, but whatever, I mean, yeah. But I have thought if there are different ways to do news, maybe involving a camera mounted somewhere, maybe a background or something else like that, that could make it seem a bit more maybe newsly, you know what I'm saying? Because I have thought that perhaps me reading up news like this can become a little dragged out, if you get what I'm saying. So I've thought about what if there was a way to sort of put things together in an overall pretext, make the show only last for about an hour or so, and then do other things after that. Because I've thought about, the factor is that I like the casual feel of this, but I also want to do it, a bit better, maybe. I don't know. What's your thoughts? I mean, if there are ways I could do it better, I'm sorry. I stop in the middle here. I haven't really started yet. I'm sorry. I don't know. Waiting for the House of the Recess to get back on. I don't know when they're going to be back. So if you know when they're going to be back, I'm just a little... House Recess. How it take? Let's take... Try different things until it feels right to you? Yeah. I have thought about maybe doing it different ways. I don't know. Is there different ways you can do it? The only thing is, I like to be a lot more hands-on. But, going to Ukraine, that's special. Yeah. It's only a few people actually do that. And I think anybody actually decides all of a sudden, I'm going to go to Ukraine. Could you imagine? Me in Ukraine. I would like... You know what I'm going to write to the... I'm going to make stuff. I'm going to do stuff. I can do stuff. I can do things. It's all right. It's all right. I don't really know. Let's Jesus Christ. I'm just out of here right now. I'm tired. But I don't know what I'm on about right now, but we're gonna secede here, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna secede from the Union. You guys want to secede from the Union? You guys wanna move south, do some stuff? No, all right. Base fighter lands on the deck of the aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle in Zurich. Visibility. Okay. Ooh, hello. All right. Let me I've got a new mouse. I've reset the PC, by the way, and I'm hoping it's running a bit better right now because it was a bit out of touch. I admit it was a bit out of touch. Oh, that's her. I've actually seen the pictures. So one thing you're gonna see, and I'm gonna be honest with you, one thing you will see, especially when it comes to anything really, if you've been watching the Ukrainian war for a while, right? Much better today. That's good to hear. If you've been watching Ukrainian war for a while, which I have, anytime there's a major news coverage of the Russians hurting someone or damaging someone, right? But then they capture said person. And then they, because it's so covered and the Russians are being called terrorists and all that stuff. Then they'll take that one specific person, take him to Moscow, treat the person, right? And then they'll say, look at this modern marvel of technology in our country have saved your life. Why don't you like us? It's like then they try to prove they're like good guys, and it's like, what are you on about? What are you talking about? Why are you trying to prove that you're a good guy? You're not a good guy. We know you're not. It's kind of like if I were to punch someone in the face, right? It's kind of like if I was to punch someone in the face, then say, oh, I'm sorry. Let me just treat that for you. Look, I'm the good guy. I still punch someone in the face, right? I didn't, just saying. You're going to see it. But we did have a cool video here. I have a cool video here. From the not the Israelis, the British Army has uploaded a video here. Now I'm not sure if it's from the Ukrainian, or experimental infantry unit 2nd Battalion has recently tested and unveiled revolutionary technology. The thing I thought funny about this video right here is that they call it very revolutionary technology. However, that it is. I will point out one thing here. Oh, Desire, you're going to go? All right. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night. Now, however much I think this is revolutionary, it's something Ukraine has already pretty much done, which is...
So LiveX-23 is focused on a light battle group with increased mobility, so we've mounted them in a whole load of Ford Ranger vehicles.
But they did sign a defense contract, which is why I think they've acquired a lot of those things.
Vehicles, drones.
Ask, what's the point of that? What's the point of this? What's the point of putting it on those things right there?
Sensors, some ground sensors.
Maybe it's because it's rough terrain. I mean, that could be true. Trying to dig itself away.
As well as the decision-making capability they have at platoon, company, and battle group level through the dismounted.
I mean, drones is the future, and that's especially what the British Army is figuring out.
Comes up with a great idea. Get in touch with us in the experimentation trials group, and whatever your capability fits, whether it's something in joint fires or engineering or dismounted close combat, we'll find the right trials and development unit for that interaction, give feedback to industry, and then hopefully they can enhance their capability if they need to, and then hopefully we can then field those things in the future.
Well done, boys. Now, I will be honest with you. It's actually good to see the spark still alive in the British Army. I mean, before they really were a revolutionary army, because I feel like especially in World War II as well, people thought that people in World War II thought that the British were never going to be able to match the German technology. And then they came out with the Spitfire Marine. That was the only ever fighter jet of every army in the world that could actually match the German Stuka. On the same level, pretty much the same level. I mean, it was the quality of the pilot that matters. Now, the Germans obviously had better quality pilots, and that's another story. But I mean, it's funny. I think it's funny. I really do. I think it's great as well. A lot of videos been shared lately about a lot of massacres, and of course I can't show that. Why? Take a good guess. Take a very good guess and think of why I can't show that. Because I can't, We are gonna be back later. I'm sorry. I've just remembered that I have some things. But if this goes back on, I'll keep this on, right? If this goes back on, we'll get it on to you. We'll get it on for you. I did say I was going to make a document. I haven't had the time to make that document today. I mean, I had made some documents, but it's only 6 pages. I literally got home, sat down, and I did this. So I hadn't had time today. I've had no time today. It doesn't mean we won't live stream. I'm trying to figure some stuff out here. I'm not giving up on you guys, don't worry. I am just maybe figuring out some different things here once in a while here. And we're trying to figure this streaming thing out. Don't worry, we'll figure it all out. But I will be back later. If this thing goes back on, we'll come back